Okay, dear students, now let us see elementary operations or transformations of a matrix. Okay, now we have to go for inverse of a matrix. Inverse of a matrix means this is multiplicative inverse. See, inverse, additional inverse we have already we have seen in properties. Okay, additive inverse. Multiplicative inverse we will see. Multiplicative inverse is important, and normal inverse means multiplicative inverse. For matrix I am talking about, or else we will tell additive inverse. Okay, that is a complex theory in inverse of a matrix. Before understanding that inverse, then we have to see transformations. Okay, or else we will say elementary operation. What they tell to ask, they tell to do, find the inverse of the following matrix by elementary operation, like that they tell. Okay, what is elementary operation, let us see. Okay, see, we have seen earlier in properties, say one matrix is there like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a matrix. Okay. Then what we have done, if it is a, then what we have done for transpose, A transpose, we have changed rows into columns. Then this has become 1, 2, 3, 4. You might have observed here, we think that we have changed the row. But if you see, even columns also have been changed, you see. Okay, columns also we have changed. Or else if you see 3 by 3, 3 by 3. Okay, that means we can change the row or column also according to situation. It is not like that. Here they have asked to change the transpose. That is why this we have changed. Okay, now you see what I am going to do. Two matrices are there. 2 by 2, let us take 2 by 2 only. 2 by 2 we will take. Say 1, 2, 3 and say y. That is equal to AB 4 and 3. These are two matrices. By seeing this, what you are able to understand? You are able to understand A is equal to 1, B is equal to 3, Y is equal to 4 and 3 is equal to 3. That's all. 3 is equal to 3 already we know. Okay. Now, shall I write this? You see like this? Compare both top matrices and bottom matrices. 1, 2, 3y, but here 3y, 1, 2. AB 3, 4, but here 3, 4 AB. Okay, both are different. Okay. But if you see the values, see A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2. Here also you see A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2. Here also you see 3 is equal to 3, okay, but Y is equal to 4. Here also you see Y is equal to 4. That means, see, even though you have changed, but nothing has been changed. Value is not changed. That means intact. Matrix is intact only. See, what I want to say here, here you have changed rows completely. This is called interchanging of rows. Okay, interchanging of rows. See, this is not transpose. This is transformation or elementary operation. We are changing. We are not changing rows into column. Here we are changing interchange of rows. Okay, that means the first row has become second row has become first row. That's all. First row has become second row has become first row. See, while doing this, both you have to do. Both sides, squaring on both side, adding on both side, multiplication on both side, like that. Okay? This is called transformation or elementary operation. But this is only not one operation. Such operations, 6 operations are there. We will study 6 operations, elementary operations. Okay, these are very important to do inverse of a matrix. Inverse we have to do. How to do inverse and all I will tell afterwards. That is different concept. First concept is this one. Elementary operation is the first concept. Second concept is inverse. Okay. Okay. Let us write first operation. What is that operation? I am writing here. See, this is we have taken 2 by 2 for simple understanding. These all elementary operation we will see with 3 by 3. And exercise 14 questions are there on 2 by 2 inverse only. Only 3 questions are there on 3 by 3. Okay. Let us do these operations. Okay. What I am writing, you see, interchanging of rows. First operation is interchanging of rows. Interchanging of rows. Okay. Okay. See, one matrix we are having like this. You see what I am writing this matrix. Now we see all these examples. With examples I am telling. These examples we will take 3 by 3 matrix. 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1, 1, minus 3, 1, 0. Okay. This is a 3 by 3 matrix. And this side is also another matrix is there. Equal to another matrix. Say x, y, z, 0 is there. But here minus 1 is like that only. 1 is x. Why? Because x1 we have taken. Carefully we have to write it. Minus 3 means minus z. This is going to become minus x. Okay. 1 is x and 0. Okay. Now you see these three are equal matrices are there. Okay. What I am writing, you see, first operation, interchanging of rows I have already written. That operation how I am doing, I am telling you, see how. I am writing like this, you see, R2 interchange R3. R2 interchange R3. This arrow gives change in that column, that row or that column. See, now we are in rows. That means the change is in row also, R3 also, R2 also. What is R1, R2, R3? You see here, these are rows. That means this is R1, this is R2, this is R3. See, R1, R2, R3. Then what are columns? See, this is C1, this is C2, this is C3. Same, C1, C2, C3. Okay? Like that we have to take. We will see up to 3 by 3 matrix only. Okay. Now what I have written, R1, R2, R3 interchange. See, the symbol means, see, I am telling. R2 to R1, R1 to R2, both here. R2 to R1, R1 to R2. See, arrow from R2 to R1 is there. First this arrow, then R2 to R1. Then R1 to R2 also this arrow is there. That means both direction, bidirectional arrow. This is called bidirectional arrow. Okay. That means change occurs in both rows, R1 and R2 and R3. You see, here R1 is there, not there. That means no change happening in R1. R1 simply you copy first. 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. Okay. In R1 or R2 there is no change. R2 change is there. R2 what change? R2, R3 is there. Okay. R2 is going to R3 and R3 is coming in R2. That means R3 is coming to R2. R3 is coming to R2. Okay. Minus 3, 1, 0 you have to write in R3, R2. Minus 3, 1, 0. Likewise here also. See, minus Z, X, 0. What about R3? In R3, R2 is coming. 0, minus 1, 1. 0, minus 1, 1. Here also 0, minus X, X. Now you close this matrix. Have you understand this? Ah. See here, only one side you are not saying. Likewise, anything we can change. See, anything we can change, but both sides we have to change. If you change here, you have to change this side also. Like that you have to do. Okay. Only one element you are not going to change. If you want to change one row, you have to change that row. Both sides you have to change. One column you can change, but not one element. One column or one row you can change. But same type, this side also that column you have to change. Let us see one by one. First step, have you understand? First operation, elementary operation. First operation is interchanging of rows. What we have changed? We have changed R2 to R3. Okay, now we have seen R2, R3. Column we will see R1 and R3 also. Okay, see this R2, R3 we can change, R1, R3 we can change, R1, R2 we can change. Column also C1, C3 we can change, C1, C2 we can change, C2, C3 also we can change. We will see that operation also. Okay. Okay. Now interchanging of rows we have understand. Let us see second operation. Okay, interchanging of columns. Okay. See, second operation is in elementary operation, interchanging of columns. Interchanging of columns. I have not rubbed this original matrix. Say original matrix is like this only. And how we are changing, interchanging of columns, let us understand. See, earlier we have seen R2 to R3. Now I am seeing C1, C3. Or C1, C2 I will see. C1, C2. You see C1 to C2. See, again bidirectional. That means C1 is changing into C2, C2 is changing into C1, interchange. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. But is there any change in C3? No. C3 they have not written, means C3 is intact. C3 you have to write like that only. Okay, let us write first to C1. C1 where you have to write? C1 you have to write in C2. Okay, write C1. 1, 0, minus 3. You write here 1, 0, minus 3. Then what about C1? C2 will come in C2. 2 minus 1, 1. 2 minus 1, 1. Now you might have observed here I am writing columns. So always we write normally rows. But see, in matrix operation, elementary operation, if interchanging of columns comes, means you have to write columns only. First you have to write columns. Okay. Okay. Now C1, C2 over. But what about C3? C3 there is no change. You have to copy like this only. Write down 3, 1, 0. That's all. Only one side? No. This to be done in both sides. C1 will be in C2. X0 minus Z will be in C2. Okay. X0 minus Z. What about C1? C2 will come in C1. Y minus X, X. Y minus X, X. Then what about C3? C3 will be no change. Z, X, 0. Now you might have understand this concept of second concept, interchanging of columns. See, this is one concept only. These are parts. Okay. Elementary operations is one concept. Six parts are there. First part is interchanging of rows. Second part is interchanging of columns. That means you can interchange columns also. How we have interchanged columns you see. But this should be done both sides. This should be done both sides. Okay. Second operation also we have seen. Second operation. Okay. Let us go for third property or third operation. Okay. Let us see what is the third property, third operation. Third operation. Elementary operation. Third elementary operation. Third elementary operation, you see what I am writing. Multiplication of a row by a non-zero scalar. Write down. Multiplication of a row by non-zero scalar. Non-zero scalar normally what we take? 2. K we take. Multiplication of a row by non-zero scalar. You see, earlier we were seeing like this. You see, I am writing here. say A is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. K is equal to -1 or even -3. Ka is equal to what we were doing here also k is a scalar, we were multiplying. This is non-zero only. See, negative non-zero. Zero should not be there. It may be minus or it may be plus. Always why I take minus. Minus if you take, then you can understand easily. Even inside also we will keep 1 or 2 minus. Say this is -5. Okay, easy understand you can have. Okay, now you see Ka. -3 into 2, -6, -3 into 3, -9, -3 into 4, -12, -3 into -5, 15. This property already we have seen, multiplication by a scalar. That means here, the scalar is going to be multiplied all the elements, rows, columns or each element. Okay. This concept we have already seen, but this is not this concept here. Here is changing. The concept is changing. Here multiplication of only one row. It may be R1, it may be R2, it may be R3. See, we will study up to 3 by 3 matrix. That means only 3 rows are there, 3 columns are there. Multiplication of a row by non-zero scalar. Okay. Now you see what I am writing. R2, 3R2. First you understand this one. R2, 3R2. See, earlier what we have written? We have written like this. R1 bidirectional R2. That means R1 is going to change in R2. R2 is going to come in R1 bidirectional. But here only single direction is there. That means there is a change in only one row. There is no interchange. Okay. First one. Where that change is happening is decided by left side. Okay. What is going to be happen is decided by this side. Change happening in R2 and that change is 3R2. What is 3? 3 is a non-zero scalar multiplying with R2. Okay. Here R1 should not come. R1 if you want to see, if you want to multiply the scalar R1, first you multiply scalar and next operation you interchange both. Directly you don't do. Okay. Now here what is happening? The change is happening in R2. The change is 3 times R2. Okay. But you see, R1 or R3, any change is there? No, nothing is there. That means R1 you have to copy first. You copy R1, 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. Okay. 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z, there is no change. Okay. R3, any change? No, R3. Then you copy R3. -3, 1, 0, minus Z, X, 0. Okay. There is no change in R1 and R3. That is why R1 and R3 intact you have written. But what is change in R2? R2 is change 3R2. That means 3 times R2 you have to do. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times minus is -3. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times minus x is minus 3x. 3 times x is 3x. That means even this operation also both sides you have to do. You understand? Both sides you have to do. Both sides I have done. Okay. Now you have understand. Not this one. This you forget. Why? Because this is earlier one. R2 interchange. Not interchange. R2 change 3R2. Change is in R2. That change is 3R2. Multiplication of a row by non-zero scalar. Here scalar is 3. K. Multiplication. You understand? Now K is not multiplied all the elements. K is multiplied to particular row. Okay. If you understand this, then let us go for fourth operation. Okay. Let us go for fourth operation. Here multiplication of a row, rather than row, I am writing column. Multiplication of a row, multiplication of a column. Okay. Multiplication of a column by non-zero scalar. Non-zero scalar. These are going to be changed. Okay. Now let us see. Multiplication of a column. This is fourth one. This is fourth one. Fourth operation. Multiplication of a column by non-zero scalar k. Let us see what is that operation. Okay. What I am writing, you see, observe carefully. Earlier what we have done? R2 we have done. Now 2 we don't take. We take 3. Okay. See, change is in C3. That change is minus 2. C3. You understand? Na? Change is in C3. That change is minus 2 C3. That means only in C3 you have to change. Okay. Let us write. What is going to come? Have you seen any C1 or C2 has come? No. That means C1, C2 directly you have to copy. Here C1, C2 you have to copy, not R. Copy C1 first. 1, 0, minus 3. 1, 0, minus 3. C2 also you can copy. 2, minus 1, 1. Here also x 0 minus z. C2 also there is no change in C2. Y minus x x. Okay. C1, C2 intact you have written. Now you come for C3. Why? Because change is in C3 only. What is that change? Multiplication of C3 column by minus 2. Scalar is here minus 2. Okay. Multiply with scalar. See, minus 2 you have to multiply. Minus 2 into 3, minus 6. Minus 2 into 1, minus 2. Minus 2 into 0, 0. Okay. Let us come here. Minus 2 into z, minus 2z. Minus 2 into x, minus 2x. Minus 2 into 0, 0. That's all. You understand, na? This one, fourth operation. In elementary operation, 6 operations are there. First one is interchanging of rows, second one is interchanging of column, third one is multiplication of a row by a scalar, non-zero scalar. Fourth one is multiplication of any column by a non-zero scalar. This also you have to understand. Both sides you have to do. And which column we are doing, that column only you have to do, remaining intact will come. Okay. Now, fifth property we go. Not property, fifth operation we can say. Okay. Now you see, fifth operation, addition or subtraction of rows. So normally they don't say subtraction, they say difference. But we can write subtraction. See, these are not going to come for examination, definitions and all. But how much simplified way you understand, that much simplified way you have to understand. Why? Because the inverse is a typical one, matrix. You have to understand it clearly and you have to do the question. Inverse only is going to come. These are not going to come. These are basic operations. That is why you understand these operations, basic operations clearly. Okay, now you see addition or subtraction of rows. Fifth one. Okay, what I am doing, you see here. Change is happening in R3. And what is the change? R1 plus R3. Observe carefully. You are changing in R3. The change is you are adding R1 to R3. Writing in R3. But you see now, is there any change in R1 and R2? No. That means R1 and R2 you first to copy. See, here R1 is there, but don't confuse. Here R1 is going to change. No. R1, R2 same are going to come. Then when it comes to R3, then you have to see that R1 and R3 both you have to add. and write in R3. You understand? This both side you have to do. Okay. Let us do R1, R3. Any change is there? See what are the changes are there here. We are showing left side. Except this bidirectional. Bidirectional, both side changes will happen. Two operations are there, column and row. But remaining four operations, first where you are writing, the change is in that operation, that row or that column. You observe carefully. Here R1 is there, that is R1 also I am going to change. No. What left side you have written, that only you have to change. Left side R1, R2 you have not written. Then R1, R2 you copy simply. 1, 2, 3. X, Y, Z. 0, -1, 1. 0, -x, x. Okay. Now you stop and analyze. R3 you are changing. What you are changing? R3 plus R1 you are adding and writing in R3. Okay, you see 1 minus 3 minus 2. Write down. 2 plus 1 3. Why? Because R1 R3. 3 plus 0 3. But only one side? No, both sides equal to that side also. Do this one. X minus Z. Y minus x. Sorry, y plus x. See, here minus is there, that is why x minus z. We are adding y plus x or x plus y also we can write. Z plus 0 is z only. Do you understand now? This operation, this is fifth operation. Only one operation left, then we go inverse. Okay. Now addition or subtraction of rows. Now you see we have written addition or subtraction, but we have done addition only. Let us do subtraction in column. Why? Because sixth property, that sixth operation is there, last operation. Addition or subtraction of columns. In that we will see subtraction also. Okay. Let us do this. You have understand now? See where we have written left side, there only you have to make change. Right side another row number or another column number may come, but that is not going to change anything. But these changes will occur in R3 only. Whatever you write here in that row or column only. Okay. Let us go sixth operation, sixth elementary operation. Okay. Let us do. Okay, sixth one, addition or subtraction of columns. Addition or subtraction of columns. Okay. What I am writing, you simply observe carefully. This time we will take a subtraction. What subtraction we take? Okay, we will write like this. Change is in C2. That change is C2 minus C1. Subtraction. Okay. Now change is occurring where? Change is occurring in C2 only. C1, C2, C1, C3 are intact, you have to write. Okay. Whatever the change is there in C2 only change is there, but you have to write C1 and C2 intact. C1 and C3. Only C2 you are changing. What change you are getting in C2? C2 minus C1 you are doing subtraction and writing in C2. Okay. But both sides you have to do. Let me do. You see here. See C1 shall we write same? Same you have to write 1, 0, minus 3. Okay. C3 shall we write same? Same we have to write 3, 1, 0. Here also x 0 minus z. Here also z. Okay. See C1 and C3 same are going to come. There is no change in C1 and C3. Change is in only C2. What change you are going to do in C2? C2 minus C1 you are going to do. C2 minus C1. 2 minus 1, 1. Minus 1 minus 0, minus 1. 1 minus of minus 3 plus 4. Do you understand? Yes. Like this you have to do. 1 minus of minus 3. 1 plus 3. 4. Minus 1 minus 0, minus 1. 2 minus 1, 1. This side is over. Okay. Now come this side. y minus x. Why? Because C2 minus C1. C2 is this one, C1 is this one. Y minus x. Y minus x, you write. Minus x, minus 0. Minus x only will come. X minus of minus z. X plus z. Have you understand now? Okay. These 6 operations, elementary operations, if you know, then easily we can do inverse. Because these are typical. These operations are typical. What to be do, what to be done, and all I am going to explain you properly. Let us go inverse, invertible matrix, inverse we will see. Okay. And we will discuss, and we will do 2 by 2 matrix, one inverse we will do in this class, 2 by 2 matrix. Then we will close this class today. In the next class, exercise directly we do. Among 18 questions, 14 questions are on 2 by 2 inverse only. 2 by 2 inverse. Okay. 3 questions are 3 by 3 inverse. One question is objective question. Let us see. Okay. Now see inverse of a matrix. Okay. See, normally we write inverse of a matrix, but here inverse is multiplicative inverse. Already we have seen one inverse of matrix. What is that inverse of matrix? Additive inverse of matrix. Additive inverse. Additive inverse we have seen already. Okay, in properties. There additive inverse we said and we closed at the time. Multiplicative inverse I have not told. See, inverse of a matrix means multiplicative inverse. Or else you have to write additive inverse. Okay, 2 inverses are there. Additive inverse, multiplicative inverse. But additive inverse is there, then you have to write additive inverse. If you have not written any additive or multiplicative, then it is multiplicative inverse only. Okay, by default multiplicative inverse. Okay, let us see first additive. Additive inverse, how it will come? To understand additive inverse, you have to understand additive identity. Additive identity. What is additive identity? If A plus O is equal to A, that is equal to O plus A, then O is additive identity. Additive identity. I am writing additive identity. Additive identity. Okay. O. What is O? O is 0. See, now forget about this matrix. In numerals you take 6 plus 0, 6 only. Or 0 plus 6 also 6 only. Here 0 is additive identity. Okay, additive identity. That means even if you add that additive identity to any number, the same number is going to come. Like this matrix. For matrix, what is additive identity? O. O means 0. All zeros. 2 by 2 also 0. 1 also 0. 3 by 3 also 0. Okay. That means this order depend on this matrix A. Okay. If A is 2 by 2, then this is also 2 by 2. A is 3 by 3, this is also 3 by 3. Like this, you have to take O. O is a zero matrix. Zero matrix is the additive identity. First, you have to understand additive identity, then only additive inverse will come. These are already explained, but why I am explaining again? If you refresh this again, we are going to understand inverse easily. Now come to additive inverse. Additive inverse means, you see, additive identity has come. You see like this. A plus minus A is equal to 0. That is equal to minus A plus A. That means with any other matrix, if you add, then additive identity has to come. A minus A plus minus A means A minus A. A minus A is 0. O. And minus A plus A is also O. Same like you see A plus O is equal to A, O plus A is equal to A. Like this, A plus minus A is equal to O, minus A plus A is equal to O. That means here, if you add any matrix to original matrix, then additive identity is coming, means that another matrix is additive inverse. Here additive inverse is what? Minus A. Minus A is equal to additive inverse. You understand now? These concepts are essential to understand this inverse. Okay, now come to original our multiplicative inverse. Okay, before going to multiplicative inverse, let me write another thing. 6 only we have taken, same 6 I am taking here. Okay, now you see 6 into 1 is equal to 6, that is equal to 1 into 6. Same real number. Here I have taken 6 plus 0 is equal to 6, 0 plus 6 is equal to 6. And for this what I am taking? 6 plus minus 6 is equal to 0, that is equal to minus 6 plus 6. Is it okay for understanding these two? 0 is additive identity, minus 6 is additive inverse for number, not for matrix, for number. Like this, let us take first numbers here. Okay. Now you tell me, is 1 is multiplicative identity for 6? Definitely. Okay. Then what is the multiplicative identity? You see here, A into I, that is equal to A, that is equal to I into A. This, see, multiplicative identity already we have learned. Multiplicative inverse only we have not seen, we have stopped at that time. Okay. AI is equal to A, that is equal to IA. That means if you multiply any matrix with identity matrix, same matrix is same matrix is going to come result. Okay. That means if you multiply matrix A with identity matrix I is identity matrix, you know, A is going to come result. Then if you multiply IA, also A only going to come. That means here I is multiplicative identity. This already we have known. Okay. This one box I am making. This proof also we have seen. Verification. AI is equal to IA is equal to IA. Okay. Now see, multiplicative identity first portion we have received. Now you come to additive inverse. Same like only here you have to write. You see, A into B is equal to I has to come. Here O is coming, here I has to come. That is equal to B into A. If this is there, then B is A inverse. You understand, na? For 6, how you are writing? You see, 6 into 1 by 6 is equal to 1. That is equal to 1 by 6 into 6. Or else you can write 6 into 6 inverse is equal to 1. That is equal to 6 inverse into 6. Is it okay? This inverse symbol. Inverse symbol we are keeping like this. Power minus 1. A power minus 1. Okay? Now, these two are very important. Box I am making. That means if any two matrices, multiplication of any two matrix result identity matrix, then the original matrix, rather than original matrix, another matrix is going to be called as inverse of that matrix. See, you are multiplying any matrix with original matrix A and result has come identity matrix. Then that matrix, not original matrix, that matrix is going to be called as inverse of that matrix. Okay, now B is inverse of A. These two boxes you keep. Why? Because these are very important to find inverse. Okay, now you tell me what are the conditions? Is every matrix is having inverse? No. Invertible matrix like concept is there. Invertible matrix. Invertible matrix. Invertible matrix means, you see, if two matrix multiplication comes, identity matrix, then only these two are invertible matrices. Now you tell me here B is A inverse. But shall I write A is equal to B inverse? Definitely we can write. Both are inverse. A is inverse of B, B is inverse of A. These two are invertible matrices. Invertible matrices. But all matrices are not invertible. Some matrices they don't have inverse. Okay? Another one. Okay. I said all are not immutable matrices. Even order also should be very important. Order of matrix. Let it be 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. For our concept sake, I am telling. Those should be square matrix and same. If A is 2 by 2, B is also 2 by 2. If A is 2 by 2, B also 2 by 2. If A is 3 by 3, B also 3 by 3. Then only it is possible. Not all possible. Afterwards, this condition has to come. AB is equal to I has to come or BA. If AB is equal to B, I comes means automatically BA also I comes. That means we can say AB is equal to BA also. Why? Because equal to is there. Na? When equal to symbol is there, AB is equal to I is equal to BA means AB equal to BA. That's all. AB equal to BA. Normally AB is not equal to BA. In certain conditions, AB equal to BA. What are those certain conditions? That B should be inverse of that A. Then AB is equal to BA will come. Okay? This is the concept behind this one. Okay? Now one more small concept is there. Okay, let me tell. Two small concepts are there, not concepts, one theorem or property, whatever you say. Uniqueness of inverse. Uniqueness of inverse. What is uniqueness? Unique one. That means A is having one inverse B, or that is equal to A inverse. That means only one inverse. That means A inverse is B. That's all. A doesn't have two inverses. That means A inverse is B, but A inverse is not C. If at all A inverse is equal to C, then C is equal to B. Why? Because both should be same. You understand the concept? That means uniqueness of inverse means one matrix is having only one inverse. That's all. One matrix doesn't have two inverses. Like that we can say. Here A inverse is B means only B. That's all. No other matrix will come. If somebody tells that A inverse is C, then B is must be equal to C. That's all. Okay? That is called uniqueness of inverse. Okay, this is one. Another one you must have seen, AB whole transpose is equal to B transpose A transpose. Why? Because in multiplication BA will come. Okay? But in addition, A transpose plus B transpose is equal to A transpose, A plus B whole transpose is equal to A transpose plus B transpose will come there. But here in multiplication, AB whole transpose is equal to B transpose into A transpose. Okay, likewise, AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. If you know this, then you can understand it easily. That means multiplication taking inverse of whole matrix equal to individual first second matrix inverse into multiplication of first inverse matrix. Like this you have to understand. Okay, these are small concepts only, these are not that much important. Okay, let us go for matrix. How to do matrix and all, let us see. Okay, you see, we will take simple 2 by 2 example, we will do it. Okay, before that again I am writing, you see, AI is equal to A, that is equal to IA. This already we have seen. AB is equal to I, that is equal to BA. This also we have seen. Okay? This also we understood. This is the condition for inverse, and this already we have seen. Any matrix, if you multiply with identity matrix, same matrix is going to come. Okay, both sides you can multiply. That means I into A or A into I. Both sides you can multiply. Here also you see. Okay, I is equal to BA like. Okay, now see these two are let be in board. Then we will take one example. And simplest example we will take 1, 2, 3, 4. Shall I take 1, 2, 3, 4 matrix? We will find inverse of that matrix. Okay, see what I am writing. Question. Find inverse of matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 if exists. See, if matrix is not exist, then you do some certain calculation. If it doesn't exist, means you have to write a matrix is not existing. Inverse is not existing, like, okay. Here I have written, you see, find the inverse of A 1, 2, 3, 4 matrix if exists. Whether exists or not, we don't know. Let us see. Okay, see, two matrices, if they give means AB, if you multiply I comes, then you can say that A, B is the inverse of A or A is the B inverse of B. Here only one matrix they have given. You don't know. Okay, A into I, if you do I, A only will come, but that is not going to tell the inverse B. What is B? That B we are finding. Okay, now you see how I am writing. Simply you observe some steps are there. Okay, I will write here, then I will close up to here. Carefully observe these steps. Why? Because only this question we are doing this class. Next class 3.4 exercise 14 questions. How many questions we are able to do, that much questions we will do. Okay, now you see A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, but inverse they are asking to find. Okay, how I am writing, you see. I am writing like this. A is equal to IA. Is it okay first, you see? This one I have taken. A is equal to IA, but I don't take. Why? Because why should I take only A is equal to IA only I have taken, that's all. Okay? Okay. You see here, finally, if here I comes and here B comes A, can we say that B is inverse? Definitely inverse. You see, I is equal to B. Here also you see, up to here only I am taking. Do you understand? A is equal to IA I have taken, and finally I have modified. How I am modifying? I am doing elementary operations now. For the sake of this only, I have told all those 6 operations, elementary operations. Okay, with elementary operations, I am going to change this A as I, and this I automatically is going to become inverse B. Okay. This A I am not going to change. A intact I am going to write every time. A like. I am not going to write these elements also. Only one side elements I am going to write. This side element I don't write. Only A I write. This I am going to write. With when you do both sides you have to do. Then A I am goes on going to do. Finally A is going to become I and I is going to become B. Okay. Let me do it. Okay. Okay. Now this one I am not writing. Finally I am writing here. I is equal to BA. Okay. That means A is equal to IA to I is equal to BA. We have to reach it. How I am going to reach? You see. Carefully observe. Okay. Okay. What is A? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is equal to. What is I? I is based on this. If A is 1, 2, 3, 4, I is 1, 0, 0, 1. If A is 3 by 3 matrix, I also 3 by 3 I will come. Okay. Now this A only simply you write A, that's all. You don't write 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Okay. That is very important. Okay. Now you see, I want to change this A as I. You see, I. My goal is I want to change this A to I. But within one operation I am not able to change. What I have to do for making I 1, 0, 0, 1, first I am going to change this as 1. Then I am going to change this as 0. Then I am going to change this as 1. Then I am going to change this as 0. That means first this is 1. Already 1 is there. Then I am going to change this as 0. Then I am going to change this as 1. Then I am going to change this as 0. 1, 0, 1, 0. Then here identity matrix I will come. Then accordingly this matrix also goes on going to change. Both sides we are changing. Then finally changed this matrix will be B. B is A inverse. That's all. Okay. Let me do. You see carefully. First this I have to change 1. But 1 is there already. Okay. That is why I need not change this one. Now I have to change this one. What I have to change? This I have to change as 0. Then how it is going to change as 0? Simply observe here. What I am doing, R2 change is happening. What is that change? R2 minus 3R1. Why I have written this? You see here, 1 is there. 1 into 3, 3. 3 minus 3, 0. Then this is going to become 0. Accordingly, these are also going to change. This is also going to change. Okay, let me do it. But is there any change in R1? No. Then R1 you copy simply. Copy R1. 1, 2, 1, 0. This A. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 0. There is no change. Only R2 change. 3 minus 3 into 1. 3 minus 3 into 1. 3 minus 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. 4 minus 6. Why 6? 3 into 2. R1 is 2. 2 into 3 is 6. 4 minus 6. 4 minus 6. 4 minus 6 is minus 2. That is equal to. Okay. Now come this side. 3R1. 3. 0 minus 3. Minus 3. Okay, see here. R2 minus 3R1. And let us do this one. R2 is how much? 1 minus 3 into 0, 0. 1 minus 0, 1. Here 1 is going to come. Okay. Now let us proceed further. Okay. 1, 0 minus 3, 1. Okay. See, 2 by 2 only how we are doing, you see. Very carefully how to do, or else mistakes are going to happen. Okay. Now you see what we achieved. We have to achieve 1 0 1 0. That means 1 0 0 1 we have to achieve, but 1 then 0 then 1 then 0 you have to do like this. Okay. Now you see 1 0 also over. Now this you have to make as 1. How to make 1? See, change is in R2 and I am going to do minus 1 by 2 into R2. Then what will happen? You see, minus 1 by 2 into minus 2. That means minus minus going to get cancelled. 2 going to get cancelled. 1 is going to come here. Okay? This I am seeing. Then do you change this? No. 0 into something is 0. This will be like this only. Okay? Okay. Now let us do this. And write here. Let us do and write here. See, R2. See, change is in R2 only, not R1. Then R1 you have to copy simply. 1, 2. And you see, 0 minus, sorry, not minus. 0 into minus 1 by 2. 0 into something is 0 only. You write 0. Minus 2 into minus 1 by 2. 1. Okay, that is equal to. Here also you see 1 0 will be like this only. 1 0. Now come here. See, minus 3 into minus 1 by 2. See, minus minus going to get cancelled. 3 by 2. Right? 3 by 2. Okay. Now you see 1 into minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. Right? Minus 1 by 2. Is it okay? Definitely okay. Okay. Now you see you have changed this 1 0 1. But see, accordingly 1 0 0 1 has changed. You see 1 0 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. That also you have to see. Okay. Okay. Now let us make this as 0. How to make? You see like this. I am changing in R1. What is that change? R1 minus 2 R2. Is it okay? You see R1 is 2 minus 2 into R2 is 1. 2 minus 2 0. This 0 where you have to write? You have to write in R1. Okay. See 1 minus 2 into 0. 1 minus 0 1 only. 1 is not going to change. Okay. Like this you have to think. Okay. Like this you have to think, analyze and do this. Okay. Now changes is in R1 only. Right? R1 change. Okay. 1 minus 0 into something is 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0 is 1 only. 2 minus 1 into 2, 2. 2 minus 2, 0. 0 only. But R2, is there any change? No. Then you R2 you copy simply 0, 1. Okay. That is equal to. Here also Simply you copy 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2 like this only, and A also. Okay, A also. A you have to write into A, into A, into A. Okay. Now you come for R1. Okay, R1 1 minus 2 into R2 is 3 by 2. 2 going to get cancel. 1 minus 3 minus 2. You write minus 2 here. Okay. Come here 0. 0 R1 is 0 minus 2 into R2. R2 is minus 1 by 2. You see 2 get cancelled, but minus minus plus. 0 plus 1 plus 1. 1 is going to come here. Okay. Now, shall I write A is equal to IA to I is equal to BA I have reached. Shall I write like this? You see, this is I now. 1001 is I. Then A is intact only. This is B. What is this B? B is equal to A inverse. Finally, A inverse is what? Minus 2, 1, 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2. Okay. This is inverse. Find inverse if exists. Yes, inverse is exist. Inverse is this one. Minus 2, 1, 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2 is inverse of this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Like this you have to perform this operation. This is 2 by 2 only. See, all 2 by 2 we will do. Plenty of examples. Exercise questions. Then finally 3 questions are there. 3 by 3. 3 by 3 we will do. Okay. Okay. Do you understand this one? Very carefully you have to do this. How you know that this is finally correct? BA, if you multiply automatically A has to come. I has to come. You see, you multiply this with A, AB or BA. Both you can do. Then 1001 has to come. Okay. Let me do here. Verification I am telling. See, your question is over, but verifying I am telling. Okay. I am verifying, you see. I am verifying. That means, see, BA should come I. Okay, B is what? This one. A inverse is B. Write down. Minus 2, 3 by 2, 1, minus 1 by 2. Into A. A is 1, 2, 3, 4. If this multiplication comes I, then this is inverse. Only one inverse. Unique inverse I am telling. Okay. Take row and column. You see, minus 2 into 1, minus 2, plus 3. Okay, first row, first column. First row, second column. Minus 2 into 2, minus 4, plus 4. 1 into 4. Okay, this is first row, second column. Now, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2. Okay, then 3 by 2 into 2, 3. Minus 2. Why? Because minus 1 by 2 into 4, 4 by 2, 2 minus. Okay. Now you see, minus 2 plus 3 is 1. Minus 4 plus 4 is 0. 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is 0. 3 minus 2 is 1. That means BA is equal to I has come. That is why this is inverse. B is inverse of A. You understand? This is only verification. You need not do this verification. You have to write up to here only. Okay. Now, we have finished this concept with example of inverse of matrix. We will do exercise 3.4 in the next class. Okay, we will start. We are not going to complete. Why? Because plenty of questions are there. We will do all questions. I think 2 classes. Let us try to finish within 2 or 3 classes. It may take 3 classes also. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.